Why are misconceptions so common? I mean, sometimes it's because English pulls an English move. Sometimes it's because there are language barriers. But most of the time, it's because they don't like to think very hard. Here are peanuts. Very delicious, nutty. Definitely a nut, right? Nope. It is a legume. More closely related to the bean family. Ah, yes. Not confusing at all. Next up, hamburgers. A very simple word. Ham and burger. How could English possibly mess this up? There is no room for embellishment. Don't let English fool you. Your average obese American must be wondering why they are increasing in weight if there's no steak in the burger. However, there's almost always steak in these meals. Why the name? Well, my little curious American citizen, the name actually comes from Germany, or more specifically, Hamburg, Germany. Hence, Hamburg. During the Industrial Revolutions, people came from all over the world, and they would travel to America for a better life. So these people from Hamburg came over to the US and brought their nifty little invention to sell here. However, Americans gulped down the burgers so quickly, they forgot to ask where the thing even came from. Point to Germany. Fooled the US for over 200 years, and counting. Well played. People drink coffee every day, and some may even make their own brain-altering stimulant drug. However, coffee beans are not beans at all, and are actually seeds. To be honest though, when I hear coffee seeds, it makes me feel like a farmer who is going to plow coffee from the ground. So I guess I kind of get the name change. When I was little, my grandfather used to say, you know, 1 dog year is 7 human years. So you need to make your dog's life great. And to be honest, I already wasn't believing that, because he was the same person who told me my fish was asleep if you pokes proved otherwise. This time, I was right, as that rule didn't really apply to all dogs, only some breeds. Basically, the bigger the dog breed, the less it will live for, because it grows faster. So yeah, good job 6-year-old me. Another weird myth people still believe would be that a person can see the Great Wall of China from space. But if you really think about this statement long enough, it starts not making a lot of sense. The Great Wall is only 13,000 miles long, which sounds like a lot, but really isn't compared to the diameter of Earth. Also, the width of the wall is really what matters, as it has to be thick enough to see from space. The thickest part, however, is only 58 feet. So it really doesn't hold water to a lot of the other things on the planet. My theory of why this got so popular was that China wanted to make the Great Wall of China a more prominent tourist spot. And so they said something like, okay, we need money from people, and this wall is going to make it for us. How? It's not even that special. It's kind of even run down, sir. Well, then just make up something so people think it's fascinating. You can see it from space? Sure, that'll work. For a long time, I went to a Chinese restaurant, and at the end of the whole shebang, they gave you these Chinese fortune cookies. And I remember, I always thought to myself, wow, I really am immersing myself in ancient Chinese customs. Only later did I find out the whole thing is Americanized. Now going back to before my fish went to sleep. Now, I was always told that goldfish have a 3-second memory. This is completely untrue. They apparently have a very good memory for a fish and can actually be trained to remember many tricks. Now, I feel bad for just staring at it all day. He was probably thinking something like, can't you do anything but look at me the whole day? I have things to do, places to see. Now, a pretty common myth people still have is ostriches. Well, people sometimes think that this bird buries its head in the sand when it's scared. Basically, think of this huge bird reaching heights of 9 feet and weighing close to 320 pounds. A huge animal is not going to hide, it's going to cause some serious damage. Also, it can run up to 43 miles per hour. So even if it was scared, it wouldn't bury its head. It would run the speed of a car away from the danger. The real reason why they bury their heads in the ground is to roll their eggs over. They lay eggs underground because they can't reach trees. Plus, they wouldn't be able to breathe very long with their heads underground. Okay, seriously, where did this one even come from?